countless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence, confronted by the eerie and unknown. Mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen. The falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me.
Crush the leech, boys!
No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening.
There's one of those vermin.
No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Put an end to you!
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can control myself.
Tricky bastards. Kill me! Shit, where'd it go?
Who are you?
Don't let it out!
Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry. No, please, stop!
Finish.
Who are you?
Watch it! It's a killer!
What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's sake?
Do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. It's locked. Let me go! I need to find shelter. It's locked, all right. Is anybody there? What is this place? Place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here. Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible. Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy. This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
rational thinking only.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon. Obtains blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Come out, you coward!
I cannot enter. I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home. It's locked.
Hi, vermin!
never knew I had.
Get them weapons ready!
This shouldn't be possible.
He's mine! I'll take it! It's on him! It's on him!
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Bloody monster!
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore. My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked. I have this thirst for blood. I cannot enter. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. It's locked. It's locked, all right. What will London have to say to me? It's locked. I've so many questions unanswered. Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. Something dire must have come about. It's locked. I cannot enter. Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail. It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. At last, a little life.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I...
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry.
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on...
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India. Hello, sir.
Damn it.
Are you all right?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other...
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
They're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
Evening, sir.
I have a few questions.
Well,
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. It's locked, all right.
Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
I hope I live long enough to see them.
Hello, sir.
And you're still ugly.
I'll leave you to...
Welcome back.
I can't say I...
Hey, I told you.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he to...
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He what?
I need to find him. It's a matter...
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes.
Thank you, Tom.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note. These men, blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge. I cannot enter. Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again. It's locked.
Shut that foolish mouth. You ever know Cullen to be wrong back?
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says the blood's quiet it fast.
It's fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold? Look lively! He's being bitten! You'll pay for that! Sir! Step away!
I nightmare screams with
Stupid beast! Lead spotted! Watch out, boys! Filthy piece of shit! Best turn around if I were you. Over there! There's one of them birds!
It's locked, all right.
I said stay away! Over there!
It's locked. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
need a drink. I'm so thirsty, William. As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
I cannot enter. This place reeks of bloodshed.
Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a sip, I promise. You are my dearest friend. You're my last and dearest friend.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us... The Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
It's locked.
Come on! You can do better than that! It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
What happened? Did I black out?
Sure.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
I cannot enter.
Hurry up!
I'm not one to make waste, Doctor. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on it.
Thank you.
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your...
Apologies, I've only just...
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most...
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do.
And Mr. Hampton?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in
If you could point me in the direction of my...
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
He was also very confident about your future.
What is the
This hospital is not exactly the best of London.
It's not exactly the best situation.
Don't be misled by appearances, Doctor.
What can you tell me?
Some are really good, and others are not.
Tell me more about cherished people.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated.
You really seem to admire.
I'll go even further. If she...
Any opinion about the management? Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, sir.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks.
That's quite a blunt introduction.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used.
You have a keen eye.
No need to explain.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already...
But you're not
You keep people alive.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation is all right?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling?
I've been an ambulance driver.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough.
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital?
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor.
Since you're on the front line...
It's a complete...
I'd like to see you...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new...
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight...
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades.
I see.
Never?
It's
delusional, you say? Ugh.
I'm assuming you...
It's only a cover.
Who are these
I cannot say for sure.
The staff here are not your enemy.
I'm not speaking of the...
I see.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them, for...
Who are you, Rick?
Is that not enough for you?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am Thoreau Strickland.
Please, could you tell me something?
I'm a great admirer of your work, concern.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to...
I'll give you some advice, but...
Of course, sir.
I based my technique on my mentor's...
I'd rather not talk about it.
As long as you're cautious.
You're not the first one to warn me.
What can you...
Well, it has always...
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and...
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for...
Questions remain about our capacity.
True.
Do you need help with anything?
Well, yes.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh, no, Dr. Reed.
I see. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could...
What is it you really want?
Fair question.
This personal...
I agree.
Do you think keeping his distance...
All I know...
Tell me, Mr. Fiddick.
On first diagnosis...
But why would he hide such...
Because he is a proud father.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
What can I do for you, Doc?
Thank you, Nurse. Good evening, sir.
Reed, yes,
Does my arrival...
Let us just say...
Tell me, Waverley.
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory.
Are you thinking about something?
Harvey Fiddick.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that...
If you are going to...
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his
And are you not a...
Rivalry?
If you have a problem with me...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this...
I know we...
Oh, but...
Aren't you too old?
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me...
Since your tenure in this...
Let's just say...
Carelessness.
We're here...
I don't intend to run any...
Modern med...
Tell me, Waverley.
Strickland is...
Are you thinking about...
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate...
What?
If
you are...
I'm not the kind of...
I don't know what you...
I don't question your skill.
And what exactly...
I served in the war just like you. But
be careful what you insinuate.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has...
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
It seems you have bad...
I refuse to see this industrial...
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, sir.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed.
I was more curious.
I'm a carpenter.
Are you satisfied?
Well, it's clear.
I won't lie to you about it.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Doctor?
In other circumstances, you would be right. Tell me about the doctors.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
What do you mean? Tell me about your injury, Harvey.
My wife died because of me. And now I may live.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I would like to say that she...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
It's locked.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
Unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same massacre.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Well, it's a youth.
How would you describe this?
It's serious.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry.
Nurse Hawk.
I wish I could.
How is the...
No.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis?
Milton's not the kind of man who's
Why does Milton
I don't know.
Why does Milton...
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well...
You'd be surprised what dedication can... Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, sir.
Unless you're it.
I'm Dr.
You guessed right.
How is yours?
Oh, it's bliss.
Can I ask you...
It's the pain, sir.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a...
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doctors.
You don't seem worried.
My face hurts so much more when I smile.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed?
In her madness.
So do you let her bite you?
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood.
She could decide to bite less.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Effect on me.
Disgust on
But the
every
suffering
street
continues.
corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Miss Howard.
I need blood, Doctor. Warm.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him? Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean? You remained
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise?
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Horcroft.
You dared to end...
I'm just a man.
What is the
situation as always?
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no.
Who leads the gang?
Since Clay Cox went...
How do you feel, Mr.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually.
You're in good hands here.
Thank you, sir.
Have you made friends?
Not really. But I reckon...
You never came...
You're preaching.
What do you do for a living?
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our...
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that...
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the...
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
They have disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
It's locked. I cannot enter.
What can I do for...
Thank you, Nurse Crane. It's locked, all right.
Not now.
It's locked. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. I cannot enter. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swanson.
A crisis here.
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted.
Sorry.
Some of the patients won't last the night without...
I may have a solution. In France, during the war...
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain...
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this?
It's the large building...
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small...
Yes, Doc.
Why then do you...
At the Pembroke, we're always
Lack of sleep.
London's trenches.
Your dedication.
We staff get our sleep where...
Exactly.
It really depends.
Please, could you point me...
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't...
That's all for now.
Coswicks came here in the first place.
There again.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
And why?
People who don't sleep at night always...
How is your hospital?
This is a shitty place with shit.
What's wrong?
That bastard.
I see.
The nurses are...
What's wrong?
Come on, Dr. Reed.
But you're a lot...
What do you expect?
Do you ever...
The wound he got...
That man was determined to...
What?
What did he... Only the strong...
I'm the toughest.
How long do you think you...
I know this city...
The police...
Well, that come...
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody. It's locked, all right.
僵尸就在他们后面，他们都不会怕，还不带吸血鬼。
It's locked.
哦，不是要来这里啊！他说要找到丢失的钱包，可以找。
I cannot enter.
What the fuck？ 回来了。
So,
Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I have some good news, Milton.
What?
I retrieved your...
Well, yeah, people...
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
Goodbye, Milton.
Don't have to bear the burdens of this hospital alone.
他小啊，走来走去。我是从后门进，前门出，是不是？刚感应怎么没感应到？
It's locked. behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not our blood. It's locked. It's locked, all right. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Multiple traces of a pinkish foam at the corner. The chest was originally a punk. Signs of internal. Tippett has made an. Tippett has made an. Scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Good evening, nurse.
Doctor,
Did he...
or
I see.
You...
How...
No.
And...
Sorry.
Do you...
We...
I'm not...
Brilliant, perfect.
Most of...
It would be...
Is... Why...
I guess it's fit.
Nurse Brent.
No.
Why does
If it was...
Dr. Tip... Tell me what...
If I had not...
You can't allow...
Look at...
I can't say...
I'm not...
Goodbye, nurse.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long think you? And you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
I cannot enter.
Not now!
This hospital seems...
Good evening, madam.
I'm...
What can you...
No.
Are you really?
Yeah.
May I ask if...
I'm a teacher by profession.
May I ask...
I'm a teacher.
What do you think?
I have...
Is the...
Some of the...
What do you think of your...
I have had the...
Is there some...
Some of the...
Tell me more.
The ambulance...
What do you...
She managed to... I did...
She...
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mrs. Gosway. Good evening.
No.
Really?
I don't want to talk.
I suppose...
Yes.
Could you at least...
Mortimer.
How painful.
So painful.
I'll let you get...
I'm alright.
Good.
I'm okay.
Why did...
My mother...
Is your mother bothering you?
That's tempting.
Pembroke Hospital. Tell me about...
I don't want...
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle.
Duty call.
Many thanks.
Good evening, sir.
My sweet girl
Doctor.
reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Will you? On our side, Dr. Reed, I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive this epidemic.
It's here again.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation.
Forgive me.
There is no need to apologize, Ed.
Very well.
Please.
The Pembroke, a spokes discretion is in order.
And you would like me to...
Why?
How can we be sure? We always knew the words to calm the children down.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my...
The world would be a better place.
You make me blush.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, Your Ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Discussed on every street corner. The daily routine.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here. You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
So many deaths.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Please, sir.
What's going on? I'm Dr.
Oswald, I'm a...
How long have you...
I can't go there.
Don't be ashamed. This is a dangerous...
We were...
Where was your friend?
He went down by the canal.
What can you tell me?
His name is Oswald.
What can you tell me?
I'm Oswald's best friend.
I have all...
Thank you, Doc.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Can't breathe!
This is despicable. Are you injured, sir? I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad...
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, you're...
Yes.
Good. Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah.
What sort of creature is this? Here's what's left of him. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really... You must find her.